3. Alright, we're back, guys. As I completely just
Finally.
click all the wrong things.
Still barely alive over here.
Yep.
Nobody else even took damage.
That's what happens when you have a party of
Yet.
one player character that is melee, one NPC that's melee, and 3 ranged. Anyways, good news for not you, bad news for you. The rail lurches forward,
Oh,
seemingly to breakneck speed, because those of you that are standing have to make a reflex save.
Well, did Seda go all
Heartless
the way back,
bastard.
or is Seda still over here
Sada's all
being
the way back.
laptop?
Nope, Sada's all the way back through.
Oh shit.
So when you went back, Seda, did you just sort of just drop me onto the metal? I was like, okay, we're done with this. Thunk.
Basically, I imagine that's exactly how it went down.
Oh, I fall.
No, Firu's rolled like 20 something, so he
Oh,
keeps
okay.
you from falling.
He catches me.
Yeah.
Why did you
Ren's,
do it?
Ren's birdcage falls over though.
I freaking fall into
I'm
one of the
still-
luggage briefcases. I
Yeah,
was
you're on the
opening.
ground. I think I'm sitting next to you right now. Is that what I was doing?
Yep.
I don't
What
remember.
save were they
Yep,
supposed
you
to roll?
lose your balance.
Reflex.
You don't have to roll.
Shouldn't that have been
You are on
a-
the ground.
You don't have
Tails
to
on the
roll.
ground.
You just fall on the
Shouldn't that have
floor.
been a 20, Seda?
A 20.
A 1d20 and then your save?
Man, she's just rolling whatever she wants to roll, isn't she?
Yeah, you rolled a d8.
If you get a 20, you can save the birdcage from falling over.
I'm
That's why I
crazy,
was
guys.
confused.
All right.
What 18?
So the birdcage rolls over, and
Angry bird.
the
I like that Firu caught me.
rail lurches forward. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm trying to drag myself up and make sure I'm not still bleeding from anywhere.
No, you're not. You stabilized. You're not bleeding out.
Okay, well, I'm going to stand up at that point, and then I'm going to go try and get Ren's birdcage.
I've fallen and
and
I
a
can't
shirt.
get up.
And assure Tay, I'm fine. Just, it's a flesh wound.
So I'm gonna go check outside to see if I can see why we're going fast.
Just get.
You're looking out
get
there.
that.
Okay, perception.
Sneaky.
You see the airship kind of drifting back. Some guys kind of climbing over the ledge from a ladder, from a rope ladder, up top.
How far away are they?
They're above our heads.
Yeah, like it's just starting to lift as Sada's looking at it.
Hit the knight. He's got
I'll
to be
give
low on
you
HP.
another perception check because this is going to require a separate perception.
Okay. Well, in that case, can I use? Let's see. That's knowledge. Okay, there's my second roll.
Okay, that's enough. Not helping the guys up, but like kind of close to the people that are helping the people that were just fighting you on. You see
Oh, there's creepy face.
tall black guy wearing elaborate silvered armor, long flowing green cape. He's got scars all on his face, along his jaw, and everything like that. He's just kind of glancing down, and he like just dead eyes you. And next to him is somebody that seems to be maybe no more than 15, 16 years old. He's got blood on his face, kind of dripping down from his mouth, all over his nose. You can barely make out this golden red pattern on his head, or on his cloak.
Maybe it's for the best we didn't kill the minions and get the boss guy to come down.
He spots you and blows you a kiss.
Sada's got an admirer.
Also note that his eyes are like blood red.
Okay. Um,
Uh, 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 uh,
that's a gold and. Okay. That's a gold and. 4 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 go
There's your cell shading.
There's cell shading. What?
Yeah.
Oh. So Seda just kind of like ducks down a little bit, avoiding that blowed kiss. I just kind of like duck
gotta-
down further. There's some creepy guys out here.
Then you gotta shake it off.
All right. Fear looks up and confirms. Anything else as the rail is still picking up speed?
Can I get back up?
Visible markings.
Yep, you sure can.
Okay. So
If I'm sorry, go ahead, but I also have another idea.
you go first.
I was gonna say I can climb up on top to get a better view.
With it accelerating randomly and lurching? I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
We have rope.
Then you'll get dragged behind it.
Could I do look
I'm
for
gonna suggest it. It's my sane moment for the
Can I go
campaign.
ahead and take a look out the other door here and take a look at what in the world she was seeing as well?
And I'll help a look as well.
Back here, you'd actually have to get back here. The airship's back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's going to gain some distance and make the check harder. You have to roll 17 or higher just to see these guys, and then you'll have to do another one to study them. So just
Holy
move your
crap.
characters back there.
that's
Could I
good.
do a perception check to see if there's any emergency brakes, levers, or anything in here?
Yeah, you can search around in here.
Uh-huh. Never mind. Going too fast to see.
Yep, I'm gonna
Fine,
try it. Whoa. Apparently, I'm standing on top of Seda. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a check to see what I can
Yep.
make of it.
Perception.
With you, cat eyes see.
Yes, looking for
And I'm gonna, while they're doing that,
plus
I'm gonna
2 on perception.
You're gonna sit there and regen.
14.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, sit there and
Can I do that?
regenerate.
Well, I can't use shifting again.
Just
Oh,
note
right.
that anybody that has, I think, inspired can reroll one ability check per day.
You can
One
re-roll
skill
an
check.
ability check.
So I'm
And
gonna
take the
I'm gonna
better
come
result.
over here and where that chest.
I know I've got something that is like that. I believe.
Did they take
Yeah,
that
tireless
cloth?
logic.
Did they take the cloth that was
intelligence.
covering the chest?
Hang on.
I got
Yeah, they took the whole thing. Like they unroped it and then took the chest and what was around it and everything.
So they grabbed that cloth as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything left that looks like it was part of that set of stuff?
That would require a perception check. You spot nothing.
Okay.
You know nothing, Sabrith Ebenclaw.
No, I'm still over here just like,
I have focused mind and tireless logic.
Yeah, neither of those do anything for you. You
Nope.
you don't really make much out. You see some people starting to walk back on deck. And that's
Did
about
you-
it.
Seda, what could you make of the symbol? What did it look like? Can you draw it for me?
No. It was just you could barely see. No. It was just red and gold. She couldn't see the actual detail of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pick up the flail that the guy dropped.
I can see what Firu says about it.
Yes, please.
Fear has a pretty good perception.
Yeah, I gotta make both of the rolls. Let's see.
Hello,
That
Scooter.
was enough to see. Now to study it.
Hi.
Oh yeah, you got an 18 plus whatever.
Can I do a history check on it after?
Yeah, you could. An Arcana will also work. So I
Yeah.
think more. Firu says it was like a gold weird skull on top of some red stuff. Like it was like a red circle or something like that.
I guess I have to do a knowledge arcana check now, correct?
Or history. Seda did a history.
I'm gonna do arcana.
My Arcana would be the same thing.
+7.
That's more than
22.
me.
22.
Alright, nothing there. Religion or geography would also work.
Wow, 22 wasn't enough.
I'm pulling that up right now. It's tougher for history and for
Mm-hmm.
Arcana to know. But a 20 is enough to remember studies on the Blood of Vol and their symbol, but that's it. It's clearly, at least from the description, the Blood of Vol symbol.
Maybe we should find out what's
should
going
say
on with the
you
train for
Blood
now.
of Vol?
Cultists.
The hell does Blood of Vol want with something in the cargo hold?
Knowledge, history, and or geography or religion will tell you about the green tattoo on the other guys.
I don't have any of those.
Then
So.
you can just make an intelligence check.
The
Plus-
claw.
It's 8 plus, you said intelligence check?
Yeah.
So that's
Plus
11.
3. Yeah.
Seda, you know that is the symbol for what was once a pretty powerful group in the last war. They went by the Order of the Emerald Claw, but that's all you know about them. You just know the symbol.
And the guy said, "For the claw!"
Yeah.
Good.
Twice.
All right. So what else are we doing?
I am.
I'm surprised we haven't had
still
any
need to figure
like,
out-
staffers come in
We
here and be
We
like,
need
what
to know
the hell
what's going on
happened?
with the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird that nobody's come back here.
I don't know how to whisper in Twitch chat.
Can I open the slidey door that
Slash
the
W
cultists
space their
closed?
name. Oh, yeah, it's the same in Twitch chat, actually.
So can I open the slidey door?
Yeah. They are not out there.
Alright.
Can I do a perception check to see what's going on up ahead with the...
The door
Activity
is
top.
closed.
Or
Yeah,
is there
I'm
any smoke or
surprised
anything we can see
Haven't
floating
had
past?
No
anyone.
smoke or anything. Mm-mm.
Alright, I'm opening this door.
There's like
and
some
I'm
loose
seeing
ropes dangling and whipping back and forth along the side of the train.
I'm surprised we don't have any
What was
rubberneckers.
that for?
Oh, damn.
Sab?
I was stepping out onto this area and doing a perception check.
Okay.
And that's +5, so 25.
Okay.
Just to see try and see if
You
I can
can
figure out what was
realize
going on.
that you're moving at the very least double the speed the train was moving at originally.
Alright, I'm going to shout back to them. Guys, we have bigger, more immediate problems. We need to figure out what's going on.
So I guess...
Wait, so
Let's
is the
make our way to
train
the
going too fast at the moment?
Yes.
It's twice
We're
as
going
fast as it was,
way
so
too
60
fast.
some miles an hour.
And considering we were already halfway through, that means we have possibly, considering the fight took like a minute, we've only got like an hour and 59 minutes before we crash into the end of the track.
Yeah.
Which is the gates of Sharn.
Yes. So that'll
Unless
that'll
they
be a
plan up the track beforehand.
that'll be a very bad thing. Also, I don't think jumping off the train will be survivable at this point.
No.
You could be four-faced.
No, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and push things out of this pathway.
You're just kind of
while I-
hurrying forward. Yeah, you don't have to be accurate whenever we're not in combat, unless I tell you to be. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm just pushing everything
Yeah,
out of the way so we have an actual path
Rushing
again.
past, yeah.
So then
Yeah.
Fear is now doing the same thing. You need to control Fear for me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so are we staying here? Are we opening and going into the next compartment? What are we doing?
I
We
say
need
we
to
go
get
to
to
the
the
next-
engine room.
Let's go.
Okay, going to the tippity top.
Yeah,
That's
put
never
me on
having
top of
not-
Firu. Oh, okay,
Sever
you're taking all of
Will
us.
be- I don't know that Sabrath will be going first at this point, since she's still wounded.
All right. So as you get here, I'm just going to put you guys kind of back here for now because
Yeah,
as
it's
you
fine.
open the door, which this is one that Fear is going to just basically have to squeeze through again. You open the door. There's not any person like fully intact, but everything's covered in blood.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean
In the engine
everything.
room or
No,
the
in
passenger
right
car?
here in this
So
in
is that-
coach number 3.
That's
It's
before we
just
even
body parts. Nothing's really recognizable anymore.
open the door.
No, once the door's open, you see everything just.
Okay. Does it look? Okay. Is there anything that we can see that sort of? I guess that's a 16. So is there anything I can see that lends to what might have caused that? Because that jolt from the train should not have ripped.
Murdering
It
murderers.
looks like a bunch of people just exploded.
Seda, do you really want to go in the place where people just exploded?
Got no choice.
Let's go
All
check
right.
and make sure that the engine room.
I'm following after them.
Yeah, for good reason.
I'm following a little bit after them.
As you step out onto here, you see what looks to be the remains of some of the Order of the Emerald Claw people, and there's like a cloak hanging here off the ledge, and arm still grasping on, but it's just an arm.
Jesus.
Does the cloak have an emblem on it?
As we get out there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I was
Because I'm on top of Firu, so as we walk by, I want to kind of snag it.
As we
Same
get
story.
here, no. As we get here, if you guys can move yourself back here,
Yeah.
You try to open the door, but it's like completely shut. And there's like it's not budging, it's not sliding.
Can we smash a window and reach through and open it?
Well, since Firu's leading, can he knock? Like, see if anyone's actually
He
in
looks
there?
in and it looks like it's completely covered.
No.
So yeah, he knocks.
so they barricaded it.
He knocks, and you hear some slight screams and say, like there's just a bunch of panics and people shouting, "No, I don't want to die."
We're not gonna kill
We're
you.
from the back compartments. We're trying to help. We need to get in the engine room.
And you hear
You're
some
not
people
gonna
saying, "Don't believe them! Don't believe them!"
Diplomacy. Why do I have a -1?
Because you're not trained in it.
Yes, I am.
I don't know.
It's a charisma based.
That doesn't mean you're trained in it.
I specifically trained in diplomacy.
She did say that several times during
Yeah,
creation.
that should be a plus like 4.
You have. Let's see.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, you don't have any ranks in it, so you got to drop a rank in something else. Survival,
Yeah, I don't need survival.
bluff. Which of the two?
I don't need survival.
All right. Fixed.
Here has all the survival.
So you
It's
got a
fixed.
+3. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, that's terrifying. I still don't know how that's a negative whenever I have a
Could've been-
bonus.
It's all good.
You know what? I think it's from that wither. You have me a custom curse. I shouldn't be on wither.
Yeah, that's what I'm using as a base template. That's correct.
It gives me negatives.
Yes, it's supposed to.
Okay.
She's not completely sane, so it's supposed to hit your diplomacy and stuff.
I ain't do too good. Let's see what Fury's got.
They don't believe.
Oh man,
My
Fury should just do the
I
talking.
don't believe my diplomacy at all.
That's Fury's.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he basically just says, "Listen, they're gone. We're here to help. The train is speeding towards Sharn. You're all gonna die anyways if we don't figure something out." And several benches are slid off to the side, and people kind of press their face against the glass. And that's
Does it
when
does it
Garrett
help
shoots
that they
him.
can see
Like,
me?
don't look at that other cabin. Just don't.
Does it help that they can
Yourself a
see
favor
me
and
and
don't
that
do
I'm wounded?
Yeah, like they opened the door. They believed Firu's speech. They don't know who said it, but they believe him. They let him in, and you see probably about a dozen people. Most of them are huddled back here, but you got the one person that opened the door for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sort of dragging along with my falcon.
they're all quiet, like they're not really questioning anything like that. And the one person that lets you guys in is just like, what do we do?
Eos is hopping a ride on Firu again.
I'm riding on
At
Fear.
this point, they're not even phased by what they're seeing as far as your party.
I'm gonna get to about halfway and then stop for a second and just say, I don't think anybody has a healing potion, do they?
They kind of look around, and there's an older man. He's dressed in just kind of all black garb, but you see a silver necklace around his neck and a small pendant, which you recognize to be for the Church of the Silver Flame. He says, I can treat your wounds.
That kind of gets a little wary. It gets kind of a okay, all right.
Stay a while, don't listen.
Roll me
Well-
a 1d4 plus 2. Alright, you got 3 more hit points as he says a small incantation and heals you to 7.
And so Cyrus will be like, thanks. sort of look down. She's kind of like, well, actually did help.
It's like, great, my paper cut's healed. Thanks. As you guys are moving past him, somebody
the
looks up and
flail,
asks what you're going to do.
the flail I picked up. Is there? Does it look special or valuable in any way that I can tell just from looking
No,
at
there's
it?
no special markings on it or anything like that. It's just a
So
regular
it's-
old flail.
Okay,
Not masterwork or anything.
We still don't know what's going on, so
I'm gonna offer it to the Church of the Silver Flame guys payment. So do you want this?
No, I do not condone violence.
All right. Moving on.
If that's the case, don't go into that back room.
Yeah. Well, Tay already said that for
Yeah, I saw that. I heard it. All right, so we're moving along. All right. So moving to the next one, it is not locked. There's a couple bodies scattered out. Actually, I want to say there's 6 bodies scattered. There's some windows that are open. It's clear evidence that people were jumping out.
that's not good.
Well, they probably did it before the train sped up.
Eos
As-
is looking
as
at one
I-
of those bodies. No, Eos. No.
As I step through, I'm gonna look at them and see if there's anything of interest. And I got a 10, so
No, nothing special there. So what
Let's
are we
stop
doing?
this train. Onto the kitchen.
All right,
Free food.
Where's our Mr. Gnome?
the gnome okay?
moving along. No, you don't see the gnome. Moving along.
Moving along.
Alrighty. Who's going first?
I'm on Firu.
Okay.
So I guess
well, Fear's going last because he
Okay.
has to squeeze through. So who's going in front of that?
Go,
I
Garrett.
guess I'll go. I guess I'll be the point man.
Yeah, Sabra's still wounded.
I'm kind of chilling with Cyrus at the moment.
Take it. Alrighty, Garrett. Reflex save.
Do it to it.
boy. Let's see.
Gnome's
what
throwing
I
knives.
get.
Gnome's throwing knives.
Oh. Do you have inspiration, Garrett?
Let's.
What about you,
see.
Grit?
Grit. Yeah, could I do grit?
With
Guess
your
I'll
grit,
make
what
a-
don't you do?
Critical hit with firearm, killing blow with firearm, optional roll, daring act. Daring act, each time goes every. Nah.
That's just gaining grit. That's not using it. You have the gunslinger's dodge plus 2 to AC. Quick clear
Oh,
and
yeah.
Deadeye. So neither of those will help.
Not even gunslinger's dodge.
No, it gives you plus 2 to AC.
Is anyone else close enough to get a reflex to yank him out of the way of something?
I mean,
Not
I
really,
could have
'cause you
done
might risk
guidance.
Shoving
maybe.
him off.
Okay.
Would guidance have helped the reflex saves?
No. All right.
Or resistance
Everybody else
for that
has
matter?
no chance of dodging. He had a chance of dodging to minimize the damage. Everybody else takes half of what I roll. which is
Everybody else, even though we're in a straight line.
So this knife hits me and goes through everyone else.
I rolled a
It's a
10.
lightning blast.
Garrett
I know what
falls
this is.
unconscious.
Oh my god.
Everybody else takes 5 damage.
Thank goodness I got that silver flame guy to heal me.
What the heck is my current HP then? Or are you fixing that right now?
I'm doing it for everybody. Oh,
I got
already
it.
got yours.
Freaking hell.
That
Ow.
means that
What the hell was that?
both
The one who
Rend,
shot us.
Rend and Eos have died.
What?
So we
5
miss
damage.
out. So we miss out on the 200 XP on them both.
As
Holy crap! Eos was chilling on the back of Firu.
Yeah, well, he took damage too. Everybody that was behind Garrett took 5 fire damage. As Garrett opened the door, a explosive device was triggered and blasted hot oil and fire all over you guys. So on top of that, you are now ablaze.
Freaking
Just it spilled back and into the back cabin there.
So all those
Time
poor
to
people
stop,
behind
drop,
us.
and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
There's nobody else in the cabin. It looks like this was rigged afterwards.
Immediately back in the other cabin, so that way we can put this fire out from me and Fear.
Yes. That's the exact same thing I'm doing.
And I will try and help put Tay out.
What about me?
We'll drag Garrett. That way I can heal him.
Well, I straight up can't do absolutely anything
Yes, you
anymore.
can.
Oops.
You can cast a heal hex on everybody else other than me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I couldn't
can't
do
cast
any of my
spells.
hexes or anything. Oh,
can't-
just spells.
Yes.
Okay.
You can still hex as a witch. You just lose access to your
Yeah.
spells.
Joy.
So you can heal Garrett, and you can heal everybody once, effectively.
Okay. Well, except Sab, because I already did
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So just go
That
around
we
making
kind
one
of need to
each.
get that fire out first, because it's kind of
Yes.
pointless to heal.
You
And
can make a heal check, a survival check, and a. That's it. Heal, heal or survival, your choice. To stop the fire.
my heal is +7.
Yes, do a heal check on yourself.
Yeah,
I'm going to do a survival.
Is that with a D20?
I'm using my inspiration.
+7.
Using that one.
All right.
I'll roll for Fury.
Tay,
So you got-
yeah, Tay got it.
15.
Seda got it. Got it.
What's this?
Fury. Don't got it.
A 20?
Oh, you rolled for Fury. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it. All right.
And I got
5. Fury's gonna use. Well, who else got 20? Seda, you can.
I got 21.
All right. You can use an action to try for Sab as well,
Yeah.
because you got above. You beat it by 5.
What's that thing?
well,
We gotta smother it with cloth.
Yeah. You gotta make the check. Heal
Hold
check.
your breath.
Heal check. Heal check.
Trying.
Nope.
Fear's
Alright.
gonna try.
Nope.
Why do I
So-
have the worst
Take.
luck?
Yeah.
That's
Take
because
one.
Garrett's the one that's in charge right now.
All right. So Tay can go through and heal everybody else. Sab, you're no longer on fire. It took a full round basically. So you took 1 more damage. Tay makes a. Well, actually, each of you guys roll a 1d1 or 1d8 plus 1. Tay, you can also heal yourself.
What is the macro for doing that? Like you're doing roll. You said 1d8 plus.
1. So Seda heals up 9.
It was the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you guys click your character, you can actually click in the little red circle
Mhm.
and hit plus the number, and it'll restore your hit points for you. So if Tail does
Is
+5 and hit
Garrett
enter.
gets healed, right?
Oh gosh. That was all of your hit points. Garrett is indeed healed. He's got to roll for it though.
Alright, so when we roll?
1d8 plus 1.
1d8 plus 1.
Oh,
Nice.
Fury might need to go ahead. So Tay's not going to be able to cast anything for a long time then.
yep.
Yay! Hooray!
That's not good.
I'm assuming she's going to bring the body.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave the Falcon.
So I thought
That was a free falcon.
Just like looking at the cage, just like, oh, well, screw this.
The cage was only like
I thought he was
50
just
silver
fair.
or something, wasn't it? It was cheap. It was the glove that cost the money.
So do we continue forward?
Wasn't that right?
Yes. Look for traps this time, Garrett.
What did we learn? What was the lesson? What do we do?
Don't just open doors.
We don't just open doors. No, that's burnt food, man. You don't eat no burnt falcon.
Alright, check for traps.
Well, we found one.
and it's been activated, so it's all good. It's gone.
Yep, that was a 100% successful disabled device check.
Yeah.
Now up perception check for any more booby traps. 25.
All right, you don't find any through here as you're slowly moving forward. You're taking your
I
time
don't.
now.
I don't need any roast Falcon.
You get over here and you see a large pot hanging up there and a stone about this big that's red in color.
Nothing to look into there. Open the door.
I'm a.
Everyone's backing up.
Right.
Okay, what can I do here? That
You
doesn't
can-
involve dying.
Wait, this
Maybe-
thing. This thing is just made of wood. I'm gonna hide behind the thing made of metal.
And
Take one of the plates off the table and throw it at it.
Garrett has.
Alright, so I want to grab the
Hang on,
plate
hang on.
and chuck it.
So the rolls you could make here would be sleight of hand.
Escape artist, maybe?
No, you're not escaping
No.
anything. It's just sleight of hand to disable device.
Alright, sleight of hand. What do I
So-
get for that?
You get +0. I believe it's +0.
Yeah,
But you
it's not
have it.
heroes.
If you didn't have it, you wouldn't have been able to try it. So
Well, I'm letting him try
Outside
it
of meat,
anyways.
a little
'Cause-
burnt too.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, just make a dexterity check. My bad.
That's better. I actually get a plus to something then.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, it makes the check a little harder, but you at least get a bonus.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. 18?
All right.
that's pretty good.
You quickly undo the stone, and while you're doing that, lift this heavy pot of oil and set it to the side. The stone is like, it's really heavy. It feels like almost like there's liquid inside, even though there's nothing liquid about it.
Oh. What's that metal that reacts with water violently? It's like that.
Sodium does it.
Sodium did, but this is the other one, the more
It goes
rare.
pure sodium, or pure lithium, or pure beryllium.
And that's something else, something a bit more
no,
dangerous.
I
But
remember what
anyways,
you're talking about.
we take it.
Okay.
Can I-
Any of those things would react with the water in the air if it was actually one of those.
I put it in my
Take
back
that.
pocket.
Um,
I put it in the back pocket of my hot pink leather pants.
All right. Moving forward.
Moving on up.
Well, we're
Get on
checking.
it.
We're checking the next cabin's door first, right?
Mm.
I would assume
Big
so.
Big time checking it. Not assuming we are.
oh, this is first class. Shit, check this out.
This is not first class.
Oh, how many cars does this thing have?
Many.
Yeah, this is business.
I thought.
All right.
business
So
than
the
first
check.
class.
I was behind Fury.
What was the check?
Oh, someone else roll perception as well to get. Everyone roll perception to
What
do
do
this
we
check.
roll? Perception.
14.
I got a 19 perception.
With our perceptions combined.
19's good enough. And on 19, nothing's trapped.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. You open it up, and you see another couple dozen people here. Somebody fires a crossbow bolt into the side of the door as it's opening up, and you see who it is. It's the little old gnome that you ordered food from, and he recognizes you guys instantly and says, "Oh, thank the gods!" Oh
Can I
my
pull the
gosh!
crossbow ball out and take it with
You
me?
owe me a new familiar.
He's like, "Oh, whatever do you mean?"
I'm gonna sort of limp my way in
Is
here.
that trap in the kitchen?
I didn't set a trap.
Okay, well then somebody set a trap.
I limp
Oh,
my
I'm so
way in.
glad
I'm
we
still
decided
like
not to
smoking.
go there.
I'm still smoking off.
What about the engine room? The train's going faster than it should.
Yeah, we're not going past first class.
Why
Why?
not?
No, no.
Nothing but blood.
That's
okay.
okay.
Do you have any healing potions? This is
No.
my new mantra.
No, afraid not.
We had to pass through a cabin filled like that.
Beware your kitchen.
Hey, we're not leaving here.
Well, we are.
Is there anything in
Awkward
this,
silence.
How are you gonna
is
stop
there
the
anything
train from
useful
here?
in this cabin?
It should stop on its own.
I want to do a perception check. I got a 21. Is there anything useful in this cabin to us?
If you're tired.
Is that all there is just beds? There's no stuff anywhere?
No, there's like some little lockers and stuff like that, but this is just a cruise cabin.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him with my stunning and polite way. Anything we can use?
He hands you his crossbow.
I'm checking
He's got-
the door for
He's
traps.
got
me.
5 bolts.
You show me what you got.
I'm gonna decline to take that from him and let him keep it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm,
What'd you say?
Checking. Trap.
Oh yeah, no traps.
Heading through.
Alright. And I'll
So
sort of
this is
trudge
first
along,
class.
bringing up the
This
rear.
is first class, and yeah, you see blood all up in these rooms. And it looks like in the chairs, just skeletons are sitting there. Nasty, fresh skeletons covered in gore.
Jesus.
That's gross.
Very gross.
Another
Going
hook.
carefully.
Hey, have you ever
Checking for. Can I keep that 22?
Hang on.
Tay, have you ever
Yeah,
seen
you-
anything like that?
Yeah, you can keep the 22. That's fine. Just taking your time.
Books.
I mean, it's not gonna matter though.
Do any of the skeletons look like they have anything on them, such as? Does it look like they were looted? Does it look like anything was taken out of these rooms?
Are you in the room?
I'm standing at the doorway.
Okay, just move yourself to the doorway.
And perception check got a 20,
Okay.
so that's 25.
They just look stripped of everything. Like, it's just hard to recognize much of anything.
So like, cabinets are torn open and everything's just
It's just blood and gore everywhere. Here we go.
okay.
So it looks like they exploded and left their skeleton.
So
Like their
remember,
flesh, yeah, like their
remember
flesh
that
exploded
GIF?
off of them.
So it's like that GIF where the chick failed with the salmon and
Yeah.
everything. That's
Okay.
that's exactly what you're saying.
So there doesn't appear after that had happened that anyone has been in there. So there's not like trails through the blood or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, let's go.
As you're turning to leave,
Okay, sorry.
Oh Lord!
they get up and they begin watching you, and they're tilting their heads, shambling forward.
Okay. Oh shit, guys! The skeletons are moving.
Let's
Crap.
go to the next
Eagle's
compartment.
dead isn't this level.
And same begins happening here. They start turning their attention to you guys.
Move. Open the
Let's
door.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Check for trap. Check for trap. But do it quick. Do it quick.
I'm glad I didn't go in the room.
Hey, I can at least hurt them with a healing
No,
once.
let's not try and do anything.
As
except
you
No,
glance
I'm
out,
not.
I'm gonna go ahead and paste you guys to the engine room. As you glance out, just kind of position yourselves in whatever order. There's no traps, but you can see that the elemental is going insane. Its sparks are flying everywhere, kind of zapping back on the train. It is probably about 3 times as big as it normally would be as far as electric going everywhere. It's kind of hard to look at if you have low light vision. You're kind of like
as we
doing
get
that,
in,
shielding yourself.
can I immediately try and shut the? I'm
Oh,
guessing this is a
I
pretty
haven't
heavy
gotten
door.
to the door yet. Yeah. You look at the compartment in front of you, and it just seems to be completely electrified. You can see little.
It looks like it's being overclocked, essentially.
So we
Hey,
can't
Sparks,
step into this
Calm
cabin.
down.
And right behind us.
Tail, I'm going to give you a once a night thing that can be used. It's called a Game Master Hint.
Okay.
So in future runs, we'll always have this, but it is for if you guys get stumped or if you're not sure on something, I will give you something that I would do in this situation.
Okay.
And that is an Arcana check.
All right.
You know that elementals are creatures
Yes.
of magic.
Yes. All right. Time to do a check. What the fudge did I just go to? I'm sorry. Okay. No. That's wow. 8.
Sad face. But you know enough innately about elementals and how these things work that you assume, while you don't know anything about this particular elemental, or at this point in time you're kind of frantic and not remembering all the details, you remember hearing how these things work. If you use some sort of check, this is the part that you're having trouble recalling, you can control the elemental, you can regain control. And that's kind of how these always work. Somebody's in control of the elemental, keeping it bound while somebody else does the piloting. You just can't remember what you use to gain control of the elemental.
Can Firo try a handle animal?
That would require trying to touch. For him, that's a hands-on thing.
Okay.
So no, he's not going to do that.
Well, that's basically me just trying to stumble through it and saying that out loud, saying my thoughts out loud, and not knowing. It's like, what can you do there? Because
Can
like
I
crap
attempt
on
a
the tip of
knowledge
my
arcana
tongue.
check?
If you have knowledge arcana,
I do.
you have an idea. You have an apostrophe, and you go, "Oh, you can control these. You just have to be really nice." AKA, you need to make some sort of charisma check. Charisma-based check. Diplomacy, intimidation.
I'll give it a shot.
Just raw charisma.
You're gonna intimidate with your niceness.
12
Yeah, I'm gonna.
versus it's basically contesting it.
Yeah.
No,
Please let it-
it doesn't give in to you.
Can we?
Ah.
Oh, there we go. It gives them to the nerd.
What was that? Perception, or sorry, diplomacy or intimidate?
Diplomacy. It was diplomacy.
It was a straight up charisma check, but I'm doing diplomacy.
All right.
I don't have bonuses in
Yeah,
anything,
you
so it's
sure
just
don't.
straight
Yeah,
up.
so either way. All right. Well,
I was
on
like,
this-
I just
on
lost
this-
my familiar.
he rolled a 2 plus his bonuses, which is nowhere near enough. So, what happens when you basically you tell it something and somehow you become linked to it. It's almost as if you start communicating telepathically, even though you don't have the ability to do that.
Do her eyes suddenly light up with lightning?
You're the avatar. It's like, okay, I just lost my familiar. I don't want to lose everyone too. Can you please just listen to me?
It kind
Help
of
us out here, please.
you hear this.
Slow down.
What do I care of death anymore? And I accidentally threw a Liam Neeson R in there. That was pretty cool. But it bends under your will anyways.
Are we on the
Do as you
platform
wish.
between the two cars right now?
Yeah, you're not touching it.
Okay. So there is. We came through a door from the other car.
Yeah, you guys aren't all right here. Some of you are still
Yeah.
in the other room, but the skeletons aren't catching up to you yet. They're real slow.
Okay.
So it says "do as you wish," and you see the die down, but the speed has yet to die down.
Okay, guys, I somehow am communicating with the elemental. Tell me what to do here.
How do you slow down the train?
That's a great
Well,
question.
I will immediately ask that right now.
So
How
Sab,
do I-
Sab has to interrupt for just a second. One of these skeletons is getting kind of close.
Shut the
Get in the
door.
car. Or
Well,
at
you
least
guys
get
have to
far
hop
enough
onto
in.
the other car
Oh.
to shut it, because
Boop.
Fear is going to be stuck. Okay.
Well, I can shut. There's 2 doors though.
Yeah, but you guys can't all fit with Fear out there.
Yeah.
So as I get out of the first one, I'm gonna try and just slam the door hard enough with a strength check to jam it.
Okay.
Unless there's a
Give me a
locking
strength check.
mechanism. If there's a locking mechanism, I'll
You
just
close the door and you go, lock.
And does it work?
No. And definitely not. You do one of these, you go, boom, and it flies back open. son of a bitch, and then you shut it normally.
And then I'll withdraw into the other cabin.
Okay, as you're doing that, the skeleton on the other side is just going,
So it
just
doesn't
raking its
seem.
fingers. No,
Okay.
it doesn't seem to be trying to open the door. It's just raking its fingers along, just like. And then you guys get on here and shut the door behind you. This one actually has a bolt lock.
Okay, I'm gonna lock that.
Okay,
We're gonna just leave Dedius chilling over
so
there.
you're going to have to continue to make another. Or you're going to make another charisma check. This is what I was talking about. The skill challenges. You have to make a certain amount of successes before you make a certain amount of failures.
Great.
But there's no way to know how many of either. You need.
Another charisma check.
Yes.
Not so good.
Not
Can
so
Fear
great.
try?
Yeah, can Fear and
The elemental
Say to help.
says, "I'm done with you."
Don't be rolling all these guys. We only have 3 chances.
Yeah.
can they do the aid another thing though and add to her roll?
Yeah.
It only adds a little bit though.
But any little
Can
bit
Fear have
helps.
the try
It
that on
doesn't. It doesn't in this case.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let you guys waste attempts. He rolled an 18 plus his bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up?
I wanted Fear to try.
Okay.
So asking him a question.
Sab,
and,
I'm not gonna count that one. I'm gonna have her make attempt for Firu. That way you don't waste a failure.
27.
He did it.
He rolled an 8 plus his bonuses, which is not enough. So Firu's now talking to him, and the conversation goes like this: "Hey, slow the fuck down, or I will rip you out of here myself." The elemental responds with, it speeds up a bit, and then everybody make a reflex save.
Good.
As the elemental goes, "Yeah, I'll slow down for you."
Plus
I got
one.
a 11.
That's gonna open your wounds up. Oh,
plus
easy.
1, I guess. So 4.
Okay.
Wow.
Firu, being a horse, falls flat. Looks like Sab and Tay fall. Seda and Garrett remain standing, and Eos just kind of slides across the floor.
So Like, why am I still carrying my
How-
dead familiar?
And it makes
However-
it makes that sliding noise. That
As I slump to the floor, I'm gonna like sort of just like plant my hand against him and be like, I'm just gonna stay here.
Just done. I just done. But it slows down. You don't think it slowed down enough. I mean, the train's still in motion. It's just a quick, like, brake tap kind of thing. So we've had one failure, 2 successes. We're going to need another charisma check.
I vote Fears
Who
is a
has the best
+7.
charisma? Let's let Fury do it again.
All right, roll for it.
Fear or Theta.
It's an 18 versus 18 plus his bonuses. That's a failure.
Alright, guys, one more shot.
Speed straight back up.
no, come the.
Whose charisma is the highest other than the 7?
Yeah, Fury can't do another one. He just failed it.
I have
Just,
a
I mean, it's-
I've got
I
a
can-
-2, so it ain't
I
me.
believe I can let him re-roll.
I got 0.
Although, wait a second. Oh no, I don't get the bonus to intimidate from rage yet. So, if I did intimidate, I would have a flat no bonus. So somebody else would be better.
Okay,
I don't know
so
what-
who's the next highest charisma?
You doing?
Who's the next highest charisma?
What's your charisma?
My charisma is a flat 10.
What's yours, Seda?
Mine's good, but apparently it's messed up right now because I have the wrong
Plus
curse.
It's +3.
Plus
Yeah.
3 is better than
But
anybody.
if I have ranks in it, wouldn't it?
It's +3. You have the correct base curse template. You're supposed to have
Right,
a
right.
penalty.
Okay. So I can get a +5.
Okay, I think that's the highest other than Fury's.
Tay, cast guidance on Seda. Or-
Yeah, I'll
on
go
the
ahead and do
guitar.
that.
So you
That'll
get
make it a
guidance.
+6.
All right, so roll +6.
Don't fail.
You do not fail as you address the elemental nicely, crazily. Sab, you notice that Garrett is climbing a ladder next to you. Starting to
Where are you
climb.
going, Garrett?
And Sato, what do you say to the elemental?
I'm busy. Don't talk to me.
That's rude.
I would really, really liked it if you could slow down enough so that no one else would die on the train.
He kind of he
Please?
responds back with, "What would more lives matter when so many have been lost?"
Because your life
These-
is gone as well.
These lives, you can save. There's a whole cart back there with other people on it. You can save their life.
Very well. However, I do not retain full control. You must use the control panel to slow it down to prevent a fatal impact. And he slows it down, but it's still moving at about 40 to 50 miles an hour.
Can I still ask him things like, "What do I do? How do I do it?"
I do not know.
Uh,
He can't see inside there, so he doesn't know how the control operators do it.
Could I do a knowledge check of Arcana to see
I
if
want
it
to
would
do
help?
a
Knowledge
perception.
Arcana?
I want to do a
Or
perception, see if there's
engineering.
manuals or anything nearby.
Okay.
So I got a 16 plus 5, 21.
Okay, you see a tattered old book filled with paper right under, right inside of this, which has a bunch of levers, some buttons,
Alright,
and
I'm
cogs.
I'm gonna scooch over there, grab the book, and then just turn around and hand it to Tay and just go, book.
Words.
Let me look at this first. Hold on.
Okay.
Where's Garrett?
Wow, what the frack?
Was that your Arcana check?
Yeah. All right, I'll take a look at the book.
Yeah, you look at it and you're just like, it
climbing
involves
up the
magic.
ladder.
So you're looking through the book. It takes you basically 10 minutes as everybody's kind of like, Garrett, when you peek out over the top, um, I mean, you don't see anything special, but you get an idea of a potential way out should things go just terribly, terribly wrong.
Cool. Escape pods.
No, I mean, just standing on the roof and jumping at the right time, possibly.
Okay.
Hopefully.
In that case, I come back down to help him read the control book.
Yeah. So, Seda, or not Seda, Tail, you're standing in front of the control panel now.
Yes. Because I do know how to read.
But you will have to make an intelligence check to know what to do in this situation. There's
Okay, I have a
all
plus
kinds
3.
of different things in the glossary. You're learning. Basically, there's 2 red buttons, one at the top, one at the bottom. There's 3 levers on the side that are each covered in brass. There's some cogs at the bottom with 2 wheels to spin them really fast, and you have this big handle right next to it. That seems like it'd be really, really tough for you to pull, but somebody strong could probably do it.
Being a learned smith who would have read books on infrastructure, mass production.
Nope. No, you need knowledge
I tried,
engineering.
guys.
Knowledge engineering is a thing you can have. You would need that.
Knowledge engineering. Damn.
There's the intelligence check. It's a 3.
It's an 11 in total.
Or sorry, yeah, plus 3, so 11 in total is a failure.
Can I help?
Can I do an intelligence check as well, or wisdom?
Yeah, you can apply some of your gunsmithing knowledge.
So I can use my wisdom then.
Yeah, to try and aid her, giving her a plus 2. You indeed give her a plus 2, which makes it a 13, but that's still a failure.
Would my intelligence?
If somebody's going to help, you have to have engineering or arcana trained.
I have trained Arcana. Do I roll that?
Yes. You give her an additional plus 2, so with everybody's advice, you succeed, and you do a combination and feel the train start to coast. It's no longer keeping speed. But at this rate, you would still impact in Sharn.
Yep.
Oh.
So keep flipping through the book, trying to figure things out. Give me another intelligence check.
Okay. Not a knowledge
Sorry,
Arcana?
yes. Knowledge Arcana.
Knowledge Arcana. Okay. So that's a plus 7 instead.
All right.
Hell.
You're looking through, and you see that the last step is going to be applying the brakes. So you don't want to do that yet. There's still another step you've got to find. Give me one more knowledge arcana. Hopefully it succeeds.
Oh, God.
12 is not a success.
Can I aid?
Yes.
I ate the heck out of it.
That is not in help, but Garrett's is.
Garrett helped.
However, that's only a 14.
Okay,
Fury.
I've already did a check with Arcana. Can I actually go ahead and do an intelligence check as well to see if I can think of absolutely anything else?
I
Did you
can.
Have to have.
Can I do a raw
Wait,
intelligence?
I can knowledge of the ages.
Okay.
I can
do it.
re-roll my skill check.
Okay, you need to use knowledge of the ages. Yeah, it has to be trained knowledge for these.
Damn.
No, that's enough. You have to beat a 10 to give an 8 another.
Oh. Okay, sweet.
So you've done it. So
Done
Tail,
did it.
you're confused, and then basically Seda says, "Wait, what about this way?" And basically you have to dial the cogs in reverse order. And now you feel basically you do it until something clicks, and you feel the train kind of go as it seems to catch back onto something. And now you can tell Sab or Firu to make the strength check to try and pull that lever back.
Okay, I need one of you guys to pull this brake.
Yeah, you can aid another on this. Yep.
All right,
Oh,
it's a big enough thing that we'll work together then.
Yeah.
So
I'll add to
who
with
makes
moral
the lead
support.
check?
Let
What's
Sab
that?
go first.
Yeah.
And then Firu can aid from there.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
And that's plus 3, so I got a 21.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my
So,
mic.
And I'll help too.
well, they got it.
We got it even more now.
Yeah. So everybody, yeah, you're pushing. and the two
Garrett
them
sort
are
of
kinda
grabs
pulling.
my scarf and is yanking on me. I'm like, "You're choking me."
And the train screeches and coasts for a good 15 minutes. But comes
While
to
I'm
a
still
complete
holding that the whole time.
yeah, you're having to hold it the whole time.
Wow.
But with all three of you on it, it's not really. It doesn't even constitute a Constitution save. um, and you look off in the distance, and you guys are about 30 minutes away from Sharn as you kind of peer out after the trains come to a complete stop.
30 minutes walk or train?
Train. But you know for sure that you couldn't pilot the train out there.
Yeah.
As you look here, you realize there's small lockers.
Don't open it. There's bodies in there.
Perception check first, obviously.
Okay. Well,
I was about to ask, like,
they're
where,
not trapped or
where are
anything like
the
that.
drivers?
They're not really like locked. They're just little handle things, and you open them up, and you actually see. Most of it's like clothes and stuff like that, but there's actually this top locker above you, Garrett, has a kit in it with a book that says "How to Stop the Train," and it actually has some what looks to be some sort of flare gun in it,
Okay, cool.
and some basic bandages and stuff like that, but nothing more than what Tail already has as far as a healer's kit.
I'll grab them anyways.
Yeah, so whoever has a healer's kit, add 2 more uses.
Okay.
I have a healer's kit.
All right.
I'll give you these since you're good with healing apparently.
Alrighty.
Na-na-na.
What about that gun? There's only one person that knows how to use guns.
That's me. Can I dual wield guns now?
Yeah, you got
How
a
many
flare
flares do
gun.
you have?
We need to signal Sharn somehow. However, are we going to do
I'm not
that?
using this flare to signal shine. I'm gonna use this to shoot someone with.
Sada's
hold up,
gonna
if-
take it from you.
Is there not any sort of like? Oh wait, why would Seda need
Anybody
to do
can
that?
use a
Seda-
flare gun. It was a joke.
No, but Seda. Well, I was gonna say the other thing was, is there no backup to the flare gun? There's no wand or anything.
No, it's a flare gun. Just a simple pop shot.
Alright, well, I'll climb up the
Were there
ladder.
were there extra flares?
2. Yeah.
Well, I'll climb up the ladder and fire the first flare. Wait,
Okay.
first read the manual to see how many flares I've got to fire to tell them there's an emergency. Is
Just
it one or
one.
two?
Just
This one? Alright.
Yeah.
Bang.
So you got an extra 2 in the pocket and a flare gun.
Can we get off the
I'm-
train?
I'm
When the
gonna.
flare
I'm
goes
gonna
out,
come
though,
back here and say, I'm gonna say let's make sure that those skeletons haven't gotten out of there.
When
Hang
the
on.
flare goes out, you watch it kind of go up and it goes out in this huge red flame and then dies back down and begins to slowly descend. You look back out over towards where the train is coming from, and you see a retort shot as a green hand extends into the sky and slowly falls down.
Emerald Claw idiots.
So what was next? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I
So
wanted,
I wanted to check
do
the
it.
door,
Mhm.
but I wanted to know if we can get physically off the train and walk to the other cars.
Yeah.
There's still
I
skeletons.
mean, it's still it's still hovering. Like the
Oh.
elemental's under control. It can't do anything else. Fear's
I'll
not
still
having a
think it if
conversation
I'm
with you.
telepathically linked.
Okay,
Okay.
so looking
I'll still
out, the
think it
window,
Yeah, you
regardless.
think it, and then
looking out the window of this door, have the skeletons gotten past the other door?
no, they're just kind of just doing that thing.
Spooky, spooky. Very
Garrett,
spooky.
as you're kind of keeping an eye out, you see that there is a large airship. You can let's see.
Can I shoot a flare at the balloon that keeps it in the air?
No, they don't use a balloon. This. Oh, I don't know why I'm pulling it up over here when I can pull it right here.
I'm never going to get that scholarship.
You see this heading out from over the gates of Sharn and begin racing your way.
Oh, phew. I thought it was the
Um,
green thingamajiggers.
knowledge Arcana, knowledge Geography, or History.
Roll
I'll
it.
do knowledge arcana.
Anybody can do that if he says anything about it.
Yeah, I tell them about it.
Okay.
I think they're sending help.
All right, Seda. That's a House Lyrander airship, and that is a fast one.
I knew it from the
Yeah,
friggin'.
Tail. Since you're a bit more studied in the matter, you know that that is also basically you add an additional fact that that is one of their rescue ones. It was modified from the last war to do rescue operations, so that thing is bolting its way out. It'll be here in maybe 15
That one
minutes.
is a legit one.
Yeah, it'll be here in 15 minutes. On the front of it, you see two pivoting guns. So, if need be, it can fire back.
Can someone get on top to
Signal? Yeah.
kind of signal, and that way we warn them about what's in the next cars?
But who's going to go back
Absolutely. As it gets near, two smaller ones break off, two small air skiffs. One breaks down towards you guys, and the other begins going back along the ship, kind of searching it out, or the lightning rail, kind of searching it out. The one that comes up to you guys, you find. Hang on, just a sec. Just double checking my facts.
I would immediately tell them about the nastiness that went on in some of the cars.
And the
Oh,
skeletons.
man, my instincts are so on. It's you find a bunch of half elves basically. One's piloting it while the other three basically say, "Come on, aboard, in case they've done anything else to this thing. There could be bombs."
I got a
elsewhere."
pony.
We saw the symbol from the back. Just get on. He can fit on there. It's not
Okay.
a tiny skiff. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
rescue skiff.
Okay. So it's like a duck.
I sort of
Yeah, it's kind
hobble
of
on
like
and-
small barge kind of setup. Yeah.
I gotta go drag my dead body,
Since they're
my dead dino.
since they're rescuers, do they have healing potions or anything?
No,
Mine
but
on the
they'll
main
take
ship.
you. They're going to be taking you back to where you can be professionally treated, so you heal 2 hit points per night instead of 1.
I'll tell them what cars the survivors are in.
Okay. So
If
you
I can
guys are
remember
informing
it.
them, aiding in the. Yeah, you can remember.
If
it.
you can't, I'll
you're
help
not
you.
completely insane all the time, especially right now.
I know,
You
but-
gathered your wits because it was such a harrowing event.
And Sabrathel mentioned that they stole that some dudes in green stole some crate.
We will get to that next week. We are finally at the end of the session. You guys successfully stopped the terrorist attack from affecting Sharn. One of the many things that could have been done tonight, you succeeded at, which is fantastic news.
Was that
man,
the
so
only
good.
thing we really
So-
succeeded at?
You
So
lived.
to
Yeah,
S rank,
we
have to,
succeeded at living.
to get an
Well,
S rank in the
not
mission, we have
all
to
of us.
replay it.
Some of us
Yeah,
died.
you-
I
if you
am
start
now
a new game
useless,
plus
so-
on this, yeah, you could probably try for an S rank.
Yeah, I'll bring my box, color box to slide down hills with.
So you failed to stop
The guys
the-
from taking the box.
the guys from taking the box
But
and the
realistically-
massacre.
Realistically, with
Mhm.
the box, if we had killed the minions, the big bad guys would have showed up, wouldn't they?
No,
They weren't that invested.
they were
in
already the big baddie was already somewhere
They
else
did the
doing
slaughter
something different.
stuff.
I'm pretty sure they did the slaughter.
No, I mean the guys on the airship.
I mean them too.
Oh,
They were already
Yeah.
somewhere else. So while you guys were stuck round after round after round, on the other round or on that same time, things were happening on the other
Mm-hmm.
things that you couldn't really interact
Which,
with.
I mean, we could
Was
not
everything
have
possible?
possibly.
I was about to say, was everything possible tonight? Yes. Was
If
it
we were in
likely?
the right position.
Hell no. That not even for the most seasoned veterans of Pathfinder. However,
We couldn't have gotten through the cargo bay anyway, just because of how.
the thing is there was supposed to be a setup basically that you guys had to pick and choose the one thing you wanted to succeed at.
Yep.
And
And we didn't know what else was going on,
Right.
so.
Yeah.
so you guys got the good end.
Yeah. We didn't have to witness the massacre.
Good end.
hmm All right.
and we
so
weren't part of the massacre either.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That trap almost did it.
Yeah.
I gotta pull up the.
We've learned our lesson now.
I'm like, what in the world was that popping noise?
The sound of this gun killing stuff.
Oh.
Tay, it's a good thing you got a bunch of hexes.
There we go.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
really
that
do
All right.
really helped.
Yep. So we will go ahead and kick into the end of night questions. So chat, this is where you guys get to participate as well.
Yes, this adventure is Sabr's quest for potions.
I will award experience points after the session ends, or after we go through all these questions. So we'll just begin, and we're going to go in the order of Garrett, Seda, Teo, and Sab. Starting with what was something awesome that Garrett did. Chat and Garrett answers.
Mm. Um. Well, I guess getting dropped to exactly 0 health, not to bleed out and die horribly. That was alright.
Not bad.
You tried to save Sab from
Garrett tried to
the
Garrett.
terrorists,
I tried to Garrett.
That was
essentially.
kind of a
Garrett
Element
Garretted.
references. Nice. Righty. Seda. Something awesome that Seda did. Chat can tune in as well. I love having the chat actually popping up in the thing.
I essentially healed 2 characters with 1 spell. Or not 2 characters, two peoples.
Yeah.
I had help with it, but
Yeah.
I did a really fun spell.
Yep.
So
All right. Teo.
I really liked the the back and forth between Seda and Tay when it came to the slumbering and
The
suddenly, well,
teamwork.
time to
Yeah.
kill him.
Teamwork death. Klein says how Seda was laying down on the floor and just pointed at that captain and made him kill a prone dude. Or pointed at the not the captain, but
The
Grunt.
made
and
made the
kill
grunt,
captain.
made the green grunt kill the captain.
Yeah, even worse. All right, Sab. Something that you like that Sab did.
I'm torn between the two things only because one ended horribly for Sam. But I think that was probably just flat out. It had to be done at some point. It was going to have to. But I think that the better point that helped us was actually catching the fact that the skeletons were not just skeletons laying there. It gave us the chance to
Seda
get
OP.
out of there before they showed up in front and then behind as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
Somehow
all of us
the
already
things were
weakened and
animated.
healed. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could have been real bad.
Yep. One of the crazy things about skeletons that I run normally is that you beat them around, and if you don't do enough damage, they just, even though they're dropped to 0,
They
they keep
reassemble.
going. It's not they reassemble; they just keep going. They just don't care. They'll just keep going.
They've still got parts there. You may have
Yeah,
knocked
they-
off an
they
arm,
make
but it's still
a-
got another.
Right.
Constitution save, and if they make it, they just keep on going, even at 0.
Wouldn't one of my healing spells kind of hurt it though? Because it's
Yes, positive energy
Yes.
does hurt it. All right.
Yeah, Skellen, you can do it.
Now we'll go and tell us something that somebody else did that you liked. We'll start with Garrett, and chat can tune in. Something that somebody else did that you liked.
I like Tay getting pissed at me for saving Sam.
That's good in character right
Yeah.
there, though.
Yeah.
Seda.
I liked. Hmm. I liked Garrett trying to be sneaky and I
Tripping
guess
on some
flanking
creeps.
the guys. Yeah.
Just
Whenever they
slap
had
shit.
Sab up by the neck and he was trying to be sneaky and try to get a little bit of advantage.
And just kick some crate or some luggage over.
Yeah. Garretted.
Garrett. Tay.
Oh goodness, I don't know. I mean, there were plenty of things that I liked, but I don't really want to say the whole Seda thing again. It's got to be something different.
Yeah, it's
You
You
somebody
could
else.
totally praise Seda. It's okay.
Yeah.
Seda enjoys it.
Seda
I like the
enjoys
fact
all the
that
praise.
Sam
You
didn't
had to have
actually
loved
die.
Sab
That
just running out and getting owned.
beautiful. That was beautiful. I mean, She did do like some
Oh, yeah.
serious damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
It was.
if that
It was
guy,
hard
if it wasn't
and they
because of his
Yeah.
armor,
Oh
an
crap!
inevitable damage. They knew they were gonna get hurt, but they're
Yeah.
like, "Fuck it, doing it anyways."
Yep.
if it wasn't because of that guy's armor, she probably would have got him.
Probably. I
But
doubt it.
barbarian.
Yes.
Got to show the shifter power. Got to do the rage. Got to do a ton of damage, and then just went shit.
He's still standing.
Had I dropped him, it might have been a wildly different story.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely could have just made an intimidate check there and just demoralized them.
All right, Sab. Somebody
I-
else did.
I have to say it was sad waking up to being gently stroked by Sana. While Tana's just sitting there like...
And imagine she's singing like the pretty kitty, soft kitty, purr, purr, purr.
So it had to be that moment where Sab's like, I'm okay. What's going on?
Why is my hair braided? All right. So now we'll go around, and this is also for the chat. What did you like about this session, Garrett?
Oh, that we had a full party of 4. Yay!
Full party.
Mhm.
And also the fact that the familiars got absolutely destroyed, that was pretty hilarious.
Oh.
Hilarious for you. I can't be really helpful anymore.
Ooh. Ouch. Eesh. Seda.
That was all your fault there.
I liked that my companion is useful and he's a badass motherfucker. And
Thank God for Fury.
but I also like the system that you're using to where if he does help us out like that, he got some experience tonight too, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to plug your headset in.
Robo.
Plug your headset in.
Why?
It's starting to sound funny. It needs to be
Yeah,
charged.
it sounded weird.
Sounds scary.
It was getting robotic.
Yeah. That also
Yeah.
Fury didn't get toasted either.
I really like
Hang on. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Yes.
Oh, low battery. That's right. You guys are using wireless.
Yeah. Yes, it's the
Didn't want to
longest
mute
session
the
we've
microphone
run.
beforehand. No.
Yeah, we went over an hour.
It's
Nope.
still doing it.
Like,
Who cares? Oh.
really?
Yeah, we'll just have to deal with it. It's the end of the night. It's okay. We can understand you.
That just went. Zzz.
Okay. So,
I like the whole night.
there you go. Tail.
I like the fact that the first 3 guys just immediately destroyed, and like they were just like, oh, flawless deaths everywhere.
It was really neat because it's like, it
I
was kind of like,
wow, these guys are totally not professional in the least.
it was like,
So you were like, well, time to use
Damn
that.
it, Jeff.
That kind of gave me that bit of
I was
overconfidence.
about to say, like, that gave everybody a bunch of false hope because it's like, oh,
Yes.
this isn't so hard at all.
We should have got a morale boost from that shit.
Oh, you did, and then you immediately got destroyed.
Yeah.
And we got completely destroyed because Garrett decided to open the door without checking for a freaking trap and got
Nah.
all smacked.
Shouldn't
And
that
now
morale boost
you
have
owe
given me
500
enough damage to
gold.
kill him?
You owe me 500
No, I'm
gold.
sorry, but Miss Smarty Pants should have told me to check it for traps in the first place.
It's common sense.
Yeah,
I thought,
nearly
you
double
know,
sense.
since you
Well,
were
you
the
didn't
lead
say
person, you would know to check it.
Listen, there's a solution. From now on, we'll just we'll crawl inch by inch, making perception checks every inch.
I'll agree to
Alright.
this when he pays for a new familiar.
Sab, what did you like about the session?
Nothing that's happened can change now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing I liked is the fact that you forgot that since her familiar was dead, she couldn't cast guidance anymore, which gave us the bonus to actually succeed that check.
Oh, well.
So I
Nice.
really liked that, and I was very careful not to say anything.
That's why we don't say anything. I have to manage so much that little things slip by.
The other thing, I think it was a whole lot of fun, and
Spirit.
The biggest important thing
Yeah,
was
you have
we
the
still all
Actually,
worked as a team.
guidance was 0, level 0. So technically, I could have.
No, it's still
Still
a
spell.
Now.
Mhm.
Oh, it is still
Every
spelled.
spell. The
Yep.
only things you can do are hexes without your familiar. So that's why I was just like,
There is
Yeah.
you once you get a certain level, you can do all your level zeros
Mhm.
without your familiar.
Well, that ain't gonna
So-
happen anytime soon because I can't do anything, so I can't really get XP. So yeah.
Well, we're going into Sharn
Thanks,
next
Garrett.
week, so you'll be able to find any familiar.
For
Yeah, if I
500
have the money.
bucks.
yeah.
All right.
Well, if you want, you can take a loan with
All right.
5% interest off me.
So, Garrett, what did you not like about the session? It can be anything that happened in character or something that you just didn't like.
Hmm. The fact that Roll20 kept beating my rolls by 1.
I like that one though. Zeta.
Of course it did.
I did not, as far as like a character standpoint, I didn't like that so many people died. But as a player, I did not dislike anything. We had a real fear of death and everything, and like it was just
Robot fears death. Tay, anything you didn't like?
I mean, from an in-character stance, yeah, there is a crap ton of people dead.
yeah.
And now you're Dino.
And yeah, my dino was dead, and
That's a
now I'm
damn
just like
shame.
trying to think now what the crap am I going to do for like the next session, because I'm like, I know I don't have enough money to get myself a new familiar, and I'm like, well, can't really go and get my scholarship anytime soon because I kind of need to be able to, cast my spells in order to be in this school.
You know,
So-
you could always sell your healing spells, which you can do once a day to somebody. You could be like, here, I'll heal you.
Magic doesn't get too much money.
Heal you for a silver. You'd only have to heal 5,000 people that way.
Pays presently shit out of luck. So it's pretty much going, well, shit, what the hell am I going to do? Because I had fun because I was able to do things all over the place. And this, that.
Well, the good thing about where we stopped tonight is that we are heading into Sharn, and this will give us a reason to stay there for a little bit, earn some money, and then figure out what to do.
Okay, so from the depressed
go
robot
later.
to Sab.
Okay, I have to say, out of character, I don't think there was anything I didn't like. I don't really think there was anything out of character I didn't like. Other than the
Except for
fact
the
that I was
flirting
still getting used to everything,
yeah,
and
that's
so
something
that's
there was
gonna
a little
happen
bit of slowdown
Yeah.
because of that.
I'm still bouncing back into it because it's been a month and a half since we last played.
And in character, Saber's just mad that she didn't kill that guy.
Son of a bitch.
She's like, you know how hard I hit him?
All right.
Okay, you got a good look at his face.
Is
I
there,
did, as my sword was still lodged in him, and I'm like, right here.
Is there anything I can do better, Garrett?
Make it easier. No kidding.
Make it harder. Noted.
There's nothing really I can think
Trying
of.
to remember details and description a bit more. I'm so used to Prime.
Yeah.
Just getting
But yeah,
things
beyond-
described right.
Well, beyond that, nothing really.
Awesome. Zeta.
Pretty good.
Robot.
Let her finish yawning first.
Yeah.
I think you should level us up.
Nope. Okay. Tay.
I liked everything.
I did appreciate the assistance with what I should do, mainly because of the fact that I'm still very new,
Right.
and I really appreciate that. And I hope to keep having that for a little while, at least until you can see that I'm understanding it. Other than that, no, it was this is a new campaign, so I mean, you're not going to remember everything off the top of your head. So I mean, if you were
Right.
concerned about that,
Yeah.
didn't really notice it.
Awesome. Sab.
Thank you for not being brutal and coup de grace me.
I've only coup de grace one player ever, and that was because they were an ass.
Yeah.
Normally, there's a way better and more fun solution than coup de
Humiliation.
gracing somebody's player.
And I'd like to apologize to the group, but To be fair, you all did push me into that course of action. Very
I was
insistently.
we're not
I was
letting
like,
it-
yes,
we're not
yes,
letting it
yes,
It
yes.
was the character thing to do. I mean,
It was, and at the same time, like I said, I said this I think during a break, but for all the people watching, I was like, there's no reason to stay there anymore. They're not under concealment. They had ranged weapons. They were gonna shoot me next turn anyways.
yeah, exactly. So it was the best.
I wish it wasn't as bad of fire damage to have straight up nuked my pet. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
if it
That
had
was
been like
half.
just, one, I know, but I'm like, it would have been nice if he still had one HP.
I
No.
rolled. It was a D8 plus 2 fire damage, and then you burned for 1 turn every time you were on fire. I rolled 8 plus 2. So yeah. All right. So for next session, Garrett, what do you look forward to?
Not getting beaten by 1 in every roll.
Nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, you
Seda.
can.
Taking a break from traveling for 7 months.
Mm-hmm. Teo.
I have absolutely no idea because now I have to search for a new familiar
Finding a new pet.
and somehow coming up with the money to get said pet.
Stealing gold. Got it. Sab.
If we hit combat again, maybe surviving raging for more than 1 round. That was more like a quarter of a round.
You're like, ah!
It was like about
Oh,
2
no.
seconds out of 6.
Uh-huh.
But outside of
1
combat
HP
stuff,
left.
getting back up to full HP.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you have your overnight bed rest, you get 2 hit points back.
and then take
Good
holy
old slow
shit.
healing.
Did
Yeah.
I recover my bedroll?
No, hell no, you didn't.
Oh, I've also
Saw
got a
you back
flail,
there.
so I can sell this flail for something.
Do you want this flail? No, I'm good, thank you. No thank
Hey, I was actually trying to be nice. I'm just terrible at it.
yeah.
Hey, did that
great.
gnome survive?
Wow,
also
so we
zombie
checked.
Yeah, we're going to be checking that out. Ask that question, say that question for next week.
Okay.
So tonight we went
Well,
over
the
the GM
problem
hint only when you really, really needed it. The group gets 1 GM hint. Write it down. A GM hint from now on is something that the whole group must vote on using. You guys go, okay, we only got this. You only get 1 per night, and everybody has to agree on it. It has to be completely unanimous. Not one person can be backed out on it.
Yep.
Other than that, you guys get I'm going to say from combat you get 900 piece of experience points. For roleplay, we're going to bump that up to 1,000 total experience points. So you are a
Nice.
third of the way to the next level.
So
Garrett-
all of us
Garrett.
get 1,000.
Everybody gets 1,000.
Do me and Fear split it?
No, because Fury took place in combat so much that that's an even split.
So he gets 1,000 too.
Everybody gets 1,000.
Okay.
On top of that, next week you get a one-time use +2 to any roll you make.
After the roll or before the roll?
After the roll has been decided. If I say it's a failure, you can say I'm going to use my +2.
It's a hero point.
Yes.
Yeah, a nerfed hero point.
Yep.
Yay, we lived
Speaking
through the
of-
first night.
You live through the first night. Actually, what I'm going to do is give you, if we look here, I thought I had the new rules for hero points. I might not have. Maybe that was what I was thinking of. Rules, action points versus hero points. There we go. You guys get a hero point. It's even better. So make note of this. It's a actual hero point. 1.
Actual hero point.
Actual hero point
It's-
shot, I love
Which
buff.
you can use it
On
on
the
skill checks and everything.
Right-hand side of that page, you get to have. It allows you to add a +8 to a d20 roll if you say I'm using it before the results are revealed, or before you even roll the dice. Otherwise, it's a +4, and that's even after the results. It allows you to use an additional class feature
Does that
once per
count
day.
for shifting as well?
No, just class feature. It allows you one use of an action outside of your turn. It allows you to have one use. You only get to do this action, one of these things with an action point. You can't. It doesn't allow you to do all of them at once. You just get one use. But yeah, it allows you an extra action mover standard. It lets you re-roll a dice roll, or it lets you cheat death up to twice. So what that does is basically cheat death means that it allows you to re-roll your Constitution save.
Too bad I couldn't have used that on my dino.
Yeah. Hero points can be given to other players as well.
So like if
Sure,
someone like if I wanted to help Garrett out and he's already used up his hero point, I can give him mine.
So everybody has one hero point. Write that down, because if you don't remember it next week, I'm definitely not going to remember it.
Look at my notes. This is easy to take down. This is all the notes I took.
Yep. That was the least detailed of our adventures that are to come.
Oh shit.
So I hope you remembered all the little things. If not, it'll be a real surprise as we get the recurring things
So-
coming in later.
So every time we play, it's like an episode of Sherlock Holmes times 10.
No.
So
Little
Sap
details everywhere.
doesn't have the intelligence to be able to
No, but
remember all that
Tay
stuff.
and Seda does, and Garrett has
Yeah.
the wisdom.
So that's why I wasn't writing any notes down.
No, that's totally fine. That's perfect.
I have the wisdom to remember.
All right, guys. That's our longest D&D session we've ever had. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat, for watching. We'll be back next week at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Time, whatever it is.
And I'll try
11 a.m. my time.
Yeah. It's 8 Eastern, early in Australia. All right, guys. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.
Am I still robot sounding?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Hang on.
I think
And there we go.
I think
I was gonna say goodbye.